Hello, and welcome to James Leslie's Express Lane Reviews, where we get you out as fast as possible, bringing you 5 most disappointing games. Mind you, I haven't played every game, and some games people might consider disappointing weren't disappointing to me. Then again, I didn't play Mass Effect 3 until after they fixed the ending a bit, so I didn't get as bad of an ending as other people got. Like others, like the ET video game, again, I've never played it because whatever. I would play the Atari favorite game was Barnstorming, but so these games they're disqualified because well, it's ET. Everyone knows that one. It's just garbage. But moving on, number 5, Afro Samurai, the video game. Love the TV show. Love the movie. It's like, oh, I got the pre-order. This is gonna be awesome. Just your generic hack and slash. The storyline wasn't very good. The gameplay wasn't very good. The graphics were true to the show. I will give it that. That was pretty cool. The audio and the graphics like that, those were true to the show. It's just everything else just wasn't very fun. It just wasn't very good. I just don't know how else to explain it. I mean, terrible. Had a lot of hopes and promises in that game, but it just didn't pull it out. Number 4, Aliens, Colonial Marines. So much hype. Like, oh, look at this awesome footage. Oh, I can't wait for the game to come out. And like, this person's like sitting there, it's like watching the alien walk back and forth, like, hello, start shooting at it, and it just keeps walking back and forth, back and like. The game was so buggy and offered nothing that it promised. Thankfully, in later years, Alien Isolation came out and was a lot better, thankfully. But man, the Alien Colonial Marines, like, oh, this is gonna be awesome, this is gonna be great, and then it was just pure garbage. Terrible. Number 3, SimCity 2013. The one that pushed me to trying out City Skyline because it was just so disappointing. It's like, oh, you want to play a single player game? Log on to our servers. Oh, servers are busy. You can't play a single player game. Like, I don't want to play online with other people. I want to play alone. And then they made the city super small. It's like, now I'm used to making just ginormous metropolises that cover across the map. And the one before that I played, like, yeah, you start with a square, but then, like, you start a city in this square and, like, connect to roads and all that. So the cities are connected. Like, you could just make this huge state-spanning metropolis. And then SimCity 2013, if you could actually log on and play a single-player game, cities were small. It's like, nope, just not as good. Terrible. Is it bad like the 1998 version was better than this? Maybe not visual-wise, obviously, but everything else it was. You know what? You don't need the visuals. A good game is a good game because of gameplay and story and all that. You don't need to have visuals all the time. Now, some games do need visuals, but not all of them do. Number 2 has a 2 in its name, XCOM 2. Love the first one, although the first one had issues on the PS3 where if you got the expansion, then you downloaded the patch for the expansion, you couldn't beat it. It crashed at the base defense every single time, and not just on my PlayStation, every PlayStation, every single one in the history of the game crashed when you did the base defense if you had to patch. So you had to delete everything, re-download the game, and then don't download the patch. So that should have been a warning to me about XCOM 2, because I heard about XCOM 2 was, yeah, every single game has a time limit. You have like 3 turns. It's like, no, like the whole, like, since permadeath is in this game, I'm going to move forward here and put this person up there. I'm going to get that person up here. So if an alien appears, like, he'll shoot from here, he'll shoot from there. Like, you set up your defenses and you get your stuff going. In XCOM 2, they had nope, you had 3 turns. Oh, you failed, you died. Or, you rush forward, everyone died, but one person lived and that's all you needed. Of course, in the next mission, they got killed, so you can't upgrade anyone. And number 2, when I played it, bugs, and crashes everywhere. And mind you, this was not like, oh, it just came out, download. No, this is months later. I was like, all right, they should have patches and all that. It should be working right, and it still didn't work. It still crashed a lot, which has annoyed the hell out of me. But number 1, most disappointing game, Final Fantasy 13. As a game overall, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't. But as a Final Fantasy game, it was just one of the worst ones I've ever played. Because when I think of Final Fantasy, I think of a mansion. Go explore that room. Go explore that room. Go down these stairs and oh, there's a hidden wall room in the cellar. Go in there. While Final Fantasy 13 was bottom, bottom, walking down the hall, walking down. Oh, cutscene. Cutscene's over. Walk down the hall. Walk down the hall. Walk down. Oh, another cutscene. Walk down the hall. Walk down the hall. Oh, ending cutscene. Walk down the hall. Walk down the hall. Walk down the hall. All right, boss battle. Walk down the hall. Walk down the hall. Walk down the hall. Walk down the hall. Another cutscene. Walk down the hall. Walk down the hall. It's like, no, that is not a Final Fantasy game. If you want to play a better Final Fantasy game than Final Fantasy 13, check out Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Way better Final Fantasy game than Final Fantasy 13. If it was a part of the Final Fantasy series, it'd probably be a top 5, maybe even top 3. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning is an amazing game. Don't get Final Fantasy 13, get Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning if you want a great Final Fantasy game. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.